Welcome back to another ThinkSpree video, where we dig through internet history so you don't have to clear your browser history. Today we're diving deep into the weird and wonderful eras of the internet: Vine kids, Tumblr kids, Club Penguin kids, and everything in between. What did each era say about us? How did it shape our personality? And why do we still laugh over 6-second videos that made no sense? Oh, and don't forget to subscribe, unless you want your favorite meme to get archived and forgotten forever. Subscribing supports the cause of keeping your inner internet gremlin alive and well-fed with nostalgic content. Let's start with the Vine kids. If your golden age was Vine, you're probably fluent in sarcasm, sound bites, and yelling road work ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does. You lived for 6-second bursts of chaotic comedy. You think in loops. You probably still have that one Vine audio living rent-free in your head, and you've never known peace since. Vine was lightning in a bottle, fast, funny, weird, and endlessly quotable. Think of it like the Mazda RX-8 of internet content. High-revving energy, sleek styling made you feel something, but also kind of unpredictable. The RX-8 had a rotary engine pushing around 232 horsepower, super unique, and like Vine, it was niche brilliance that disappeared too soon. If Vine was your era, you value absurdity, quick wit, and inside jokes that sound like riddles to anyone born after 2003. Now let's talk about the Tumblr kids. Tumblr was the moody bedroom of the internet. If Vine was chaos energy, Tumblr was existential energy. You curated your blog like it was a museum of feelings. Black and white aesthetics, angsty quotes, fandom wars, soft grunge overlays on every photo. If you were a Tumblr kid, you might have been emotionally deep, creatively charged, and just a little bit dramatic, in the best way. Tumblr was where you learned HTML for fun, had a playlist for every emotion, and reblogged the same GIF set of your OTP kissing like it was fine art. Tumblr kids were built different. If Tumblr was a car, it'd be the Saab 9-3. Quirky, European, not for everyone. The Turbo Aero model pushed out about 250 horsepower, and like Tumblr, it was full of underappreciated engineering and emo vibes. It wasn't the fastest, but it was expressive. It told a story. If Tumblr was your home base, you probably still write lowercase on purpose and think Helvetica is a personality trait. Alright, Club Penguin kids, gather round. If this was your era, you lived for secret agent missions, puff less, and throwing snowballs at strangers in the town square. You knew how to type fast to dodge the filter. You knew where to find the hidden pin. And you probably had a username like xxsnowflakeswagpenguinxx. Club Penguin was our first real digital hangout. It was safe chaos. It was friendship bracelets in game form. And when Disney shut it down, we all collectively aged 5 years in one night. If you were a Club Penguin kid, your vibe is wholesome, mischievous, and low-key nostalgic for simpler times. You had a strong imagination, the patience to save up for a new igloo item, and an elite sense of humor that included tipping the iceberg as a personality goal. The Club Penguin equivalent in the car world? That's the Volkswagen Beetle Turbo. Quirky, fun, a little retro. About 174 horsepower in the newer models, just enough pep to zip around while looking undeniably iconic. If you liked Club Penguin, you're probably still a team player, still believe in internet magic, and would totally take a friend quiz just because. Now let's bring in the YouTube sketch comedy kids. If you lived through peak Smosh, Nega Hega, Jenna Marbles, or early Shane Dawson, then congrats, you survived one of the most chaotic and transformative corners of the web. YouTube sketch kids appreciated narrative in their nonsense. These were the golden days of skits filmed on potato-quality webcams and edited with jump cuts sharp enough to slice bread. YouTube sketch kids valued creativity, timing, and personality. You were the friend who always had a bit ready, who quoted lines in class, and who probably uploaded a video of you lip-syncing to Avril Lavigne at some point. Don't deny it. We've all been there. If YouTube sketch comedy had a car counterpart, it'd be the 2006 Honda Civic C. Affordable, endlessly modifiable, and deceptively capable. Around 197 horsepower, fun to drive, reliable, and everywhere. Like sketch comedy, it was creative expression with a little too much energy and zero budget. Now for the RuneScape kids. If this was your era, you know what grind means. You were walking banks, trading raw lobsters, and risking it all in the wilderness. You knew what GP stood for before crypto made it weird. RuneScape kids learned the value of patience, resource management, and exactly how long it takes to get to level 99 fishing. RuneScape was an open sandbox before Minecraft stole the spotlight. You could become a warrior, a chef, or someone who just chops trees for hours. And you made friends along the way, or betrayed them in PvP zones. No judgment. Your car is the Toyota Land Cruiser. Massive, durable, built for the long haul. Around 381 horsepower in the later models. Not the flashiest, but dependable and almost unstoppable. If you grew up on RuneScape, you value loyalty, commitment, and the kind of gaming where victory takes days, not DLC. Let's not forget the early Facebook kids. You were poking people, playing Farmville, and updating your status like is eating pizza lol. You learned more about passive-aggressive communication from Facebook walls than any school lesson. If this was your era, you were probably a bit of a social butterfly, had 300 friends and knew maybe 12 of them, and probably discovered every major life event from a vague relationship status update. The Facebook era in car terms? That's the Chevrolet Impala. Specifically, the 2008 model, basic, widely used, around 211 horsepower, and absolutely everywhere. You didn't choose it for the thrill. You chose it because it was there. Like Facebook. Reliable but maybe not exciting anymore. Let's not leave out the DeviantArt kids. You were uploading fan art, drawing wolves with human haircuts, and signing your username in cursive at the bottom of every piece. You discovered shipping wars before anyone else knew what shipping even meant. You probably used MS Paint before Photoshop and considered your tablet pen an extension of your soul. If DeviantArt was your zone, your creativity knew no bounds. You weren't just observing the internet, you were shaping it. And sometimes, shaping it into very strange shapes, but hey, that's art. Your car is the Scion TC. Around 179 horsepower, youth-oriented, and often customized beyond recognition. DeviantArt kids didn't just drive the car, they painted flames on the side, added LED underglow, and probably gave it a name. You marched to the beat of your own anime intro. Now let's talk about TikTok, the current reigning champion of attention spans. If TikTok is your era, you know the algorithm better than your own family. You've watched entire trends rise and fall before dinner. You might know 300 dances, none of which you've ever performed outside your room. TikTok kids are creative, hyper-aware, and digitally fluent. You can edit a clip, add a soundtrack, throw in a filter, and go viral before your coffee cools down. You understand internet pacing like it's second nature. TikTok is the Tesla Model 3 of platforms. Fast, smart, sleek, around 283 to 450 horsepower depending on the trim. TikTok kids are future-focused, algorithmically optimized, and fully charged, even if your attention span is running on 12%. So what does your favorite internet era say about you? It says you were part of a digital tribe. It says your humor, creativity, and online identity were shaped by the tools you had, the friends you made, and the memes you shared. Whether you were dodging bans on Club Penguin, typing in lowercase on Tumblr, or filming yourself in a Target for a 6-second Vine, your era still lives inside you. Probably wearing skinny jeans and quoting a SpongeBob clip. The internet moves fast, but the echoes of these platforms stay with us. We carry them like digital spirit animals, each one weird, wonderful, and uniquely us. That's it for today's ThinkSpree. Let us know in the comments what your favorite internet era was, and don't forget to subscribe before your inner Tumblr kid cries from being ignored. We've got more nostalgia, hot takes, and emotional throwbacks coming your way. Until next time, may your memes be evergreen, your usernames never cringy, and your browser history always cleared.